Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Oh, my goodness. Wow, we got all kinds of folks out there. Great seeing some different faces out there. I'm sure a lot of these are from the Geeks on Tour group, which is fortunate because we have the Geeks on Tour here with us today. Heather, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Technology needs to behave for the next hour.
Yeah,
I think
no doubt. And it's been all week, it seems like. Hey, everybody's out there with where they're from and everything. Let me throw that up real quick. Just so, hey, tell us where you're from. Where are you from? Country, city, state, whatever. And we're about to find out where these guys are from. I'm going to bring them on in just a second. And we might have Jim popping in and out, but Chris is out there with us and she's getting ready to come on with us in just a second. Afternoon. I hope everyone is okay. Grins, good. That's all right. Tango Tech today. These four together. What could go wrong? Absolutely nothing. I don't know about that now. Grins for sure. Absolutely. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, you're Myrtle. How are you? Do we not do this on Zoom anymore? There you go. Since Jim is in the show today. Oh, look at that. Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. So,
that is awesome.
So Sabrina asked, do we not do this on Zoom anymore? This is the Tinkering with Tech show, which we do every Wednesday live stream for you guys. The Zoom I think you're talking about might be the daily tip, which we do. The daily tip.
Or the backstage pass. We do that in a Zoom with our community as well. And that is, she's talking about our community. Oops, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
Oh, it's okay.
This is talking about our community with the daily tips, monthly workshops, expert help, all that kind of stuff. That's what we do with Tinkering. And if you want to get there and find out, oh, Russ, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And the sound's not working for me. I don't know if it is for you, but whatever.
I don't hear the jingles, but we know it's jingling.
We know it's jingling.
It's kind of obvious. Yeah.
That's exactly right. All right. Without further ado, here we go.
I'm just going to keep going through all the names of everybody. Please let us know where you're from. We want to see it. Give us more, especially Laverne. Hi, Scottsdale. It was cold this morning, wasn't it?
Oh,
I'm over here in Mesa, Arizona. So
there you go. Laverne. Lakeland Forest. I bet it wasn't cold there. No, I'm just kidding. Hermitage. There you go. Dallas, Texas. There you go. All right. Chris, we're going to bring you on. Chris Guld of Geeks on Tour. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
So cool. I mean, we actually met. It's so funny how we met, but we also have kind of stayed in contact with one another because we're both product experts. And that's kind of cool too. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of neat that we have that. What?
You rub it in, get to meet all these experts, and I got to meet these two, the geeks. I got to meet them both last year. It was almost exactly.
That's right, in Boulder, Colorado.
That's right.
Good point.
That was a good one.
Yes, it is. I love what you do. I'm a member of your community. As a matter of fact, I love the stuff that you do with Google Photos. I love your book. I have to refer to it all the time, but it's always changing though, isn't it? I have to.
Yeah. Thank you, Mert. That's why we're here.
Thank you, Mert.
That's why. Yeah,
that's why we're here. Exactly. Well, and I love having you on because you always come in and give us a little insight. And today, this one, it's kind of. I don't want to say the word depressing, but because it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you have to just look at it as, thankful because it's Thanksgiving. No, seriously, thankful that we have this tool and we have this ability to be able to do these kind of things, but let's jump right into it. Let's talk about that a little bit. Talk about what the new thing is, what's happening, etc. with Google Photos, because you are the in my eyes the Google Photo expert, because I know I always reach out to you all the time. I hope you don't mind that either. But anyway, go ahead, fire away.
Absolutely not. Yeah, the news this week is, or last week, I guess it came out, that Google Photos free unlimited storage will be ending next June. And a lot of people, that is not good. I am not happy about it.
No.
But I do understand, and I'd like to put a positive spin on things, but some people are highly upset.
Mm-hmm.
One said, right. I am astonished by the news. And I don't know, my first thought is, really? You're astonished when after 5 years, actually more like 15 years of totally free storage for everything, you're astonished that you're now going to have to pay $2 a month. Yeah. What world? You live in a different world than I do. If that astonishes you.
Yeah.
But that said, it is not a good thing. I mean, several, you mentioned my book, several places in the book. And every time I give a seminar, I stress the point that if you choose the the high quality file size, which means it compresses your photos just a bit, then you have unlimited free storage. Well, I have to change my tune, and I have to find several places in the book where that is mentioned and change that. But as a practical matter, so that was the bad news.
Yes.
The good news is that all the content you have up there now and all the content that you upload at high quality until June 1, 2021 will remain free.
I love what you said in your. I went to your Sunday. We had the backstage pass for your community members, and you're like, "Folks, go load everything up." It was awesome. Oh, there's Jim. Hey, Jim. We're gonna add Jim to the call. There's Jim.
Hey.
All I did was reboot again,
Okay.
and everything's working.
Magic.
It is. I always reboot before I go into a meeting like this, just because. But hey, John.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
Right.
Well, you can ignore me, or I can mute. Or I'm here, or you can come down if you want.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I have a question though. I have a question
Yep.
because in my limited research of this whole big news thing, I saw that if you have a pixel 1 through 5, that your uploads will remain unlimited.
Yes,
That's true.
Okay.
high quality.
Yes.
High quality.
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
Why
Not
would
original
you do anything
size.
different? But
Yeah,
But
because Jim
that's
has a
fine.
Pixel 4, so that
I have a
applies to
4
him.
XL. And right. But going after June 1st, it'll no longer, you'll just be like everyone else. They don't have anything.
not with the pixel. Not with the pixels.
A new pixel.
A new pixel.
If you have, I'm going to read it straight from them. If you have a Pixel 1 through 5, photos uploaded from that device won't be impacted. Right. Photos and videos uploaded in high quality from that device will continue to be exempt from this change even after June 1st, 2021.
Right. But what he's saying is when the Pixel 6 comes out, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
That it will not be effective with any phone.
I'm not worried about
any phone after that is what Jim was trying to bring up. But
you will need one someday.
But it's like Russ said. I'm hanging out.
Amen. I love that phone.
XL as long as I can. Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Chris.
I'd like to
wait.
share.
I got something from Debbie Diver. I just got to show you.
Oh, hey, Debbie.
She doesn't recognize you guys. You don't have your beanie copters on.
Oh, yes, you do recognize us. She's an old scuba diver.
All right, thank you,
buddy of mine. So
Jim put his on.
You feel better now, Debbie.
Mine's downstairs. Okay, if I screen share, Michael?
Please. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll have to bring it on, but yeah, please do. Absolutely.
Okay. And that screen and here. All right. So you should be seeing my Learn Google Photos website now.
All right, here we go. Let me put it on.
Okay.
Now we do. Go ahead. Fire away.
Okay. Well, I just want to explain that I do have this website, learngooglепhotos.com, just dedicated to Google Photos. And if you go there and scroll down, you see all the blog articles. And the very first one right now is Google Photos free unlimited storage is ending. Here's everything you need to know.
Okay, real quick. I'm sorry. This is how, okay, I have to tell you this. just because I just did this, it was hilarious. I wanted to scroll down, so I started scrolling with my mouse on, and you did too, and it was going just fine. I was like, this is awesome, and then all of a sudden, it wouldn't work anymore. I just had to. I'm sorry, I had to bring that up. It was hilarious. So I was like, oh my god. Anyway, go ahead. I apologize.
So this is where I've compiled, and I'm still going to be adding some things to this article, but it's everything I've compiled so far. So what I just said, the bad news is that
Right.
free unlimited storage will be ending. But the good news is that right now the unlimited free storage is still in effect. And I just like to point out my example. So for example, I have nearly 100,000 photos and videos being stored for free in
Oh,
my
my
Google
Lord.
Photos account, roughly 450 gigabytes worth.
Wow.
And nothing will change for me on June 1 regarding those 100,000 photos. I will continue to get free storage for my 450 gigabytes of content.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
For free, and still be upset that you're going to have to pay for new stuff. I'm getting an echo. Is anybody else, or is it just
A little bit? Yeah, maybe that's. I don't know if that's. I can't mute. So let me try and turn this down a little bit.
It sounds fine to me. So
okay? I'm not hearing the echo now.
All right.
And then I go into the details, exactly what it is. And here's the part about the Google Pixel phone, Pixel 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5 is in there too. But yeah, 1 through 5 gets free high quality. Only 1 through 4 get free original quality. And the details are all there. Then also people ask, what happens if I go over and I don't pay? If you exceed your storage allotment, you won't be able to upload any more photos. And Google will give us a tool, though, called the Storage Manager, and these all link to the real thing. And that will help you find photos to delete. Hopefully. Right now, they're just talking about finding photos that are blurry and dark, just bad photos. But hopefully they might give us a duplicate finder and deleting tool as well. That's one thing I hope for here, is that once they have monetized this service, that maybe they'll get to give us some of those things we've been asking for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And here is the cost for additional storage and links to all the official documentation about it. Then people say, okay, what do I need to do? You don't need to do anything. You can just keep using Google Photos as always. Pay attention to your storage. And if you start getting towards the maximum, then you need to either buy a storage plan or delete some photos.
I wonder if they'll give you like notification. I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm just wondering if they'll give you like notification. Hey, you're getting close.
You're getting close.
Yeah. I mean, that would kind of be nice. So that way, in case so you can be prepared for when it does happen, then you've already made a.
Well, every time.
I think I did read that they are going to give you notification.
Yeah.
Because we already have a thing that tells us how many years we have till we're full up. And it did say something about that.
Yes, I'm every time you go into your settings, it tells you how much you're using. So I mean, that's not an actual sending out a notification, but yeah, I'll bet they will come when it comes time. But if you do plan to continue using Google Photos, if it works as well for you as it does for me, you're not going to leave it for the $2 a month. And what I think you should do is before June 1, upload all those photos that have been on your list. If you're like me and you need a deadline in order to get things done, you got a deadline now. June 1, 2021 is your deadline to get everything uploaded that you've been wanting to get uploaded. And make sure that all the photos, I mean, if you're okay with the high quality, which I am, high quality is just a slightly compressed. I've printed a 16 by 20 print from the high quality, and it's no different from the original. So if you're okay with high quality, then also before June 1, make sure that all of your current photos and videos are in high quality so that they will be free going forward. And then anytime, regardless of the new storage policy, you should have a process for copying your best photos from Google Photos to your local computer. Just having them in Google Photos does not a backup make. Things can go wrong.
That's true. That's true.
It's still computing. It's still cloud. Things can go. You can accidentally delete months worth of photos from your Google Photos account. And if you don't have a copy somewhere else, you're out of luck. Yeah. So that's in my article. And then if you plan to stop using Google Photos, I mean, some people are pissed off enough about this that they are leaving on principle. And if you're going to do that, then you need to inform yourself about what you have in Google Photos. Make sure to look through it all and know what you have, and make sure you have a copy of them somewhere else. If you want to leave Google altogether, the easiest way is to delete your account, but realize that's going to delete all your Gmail, your blogs, your calendars, your Google Drive, everything.
Chrome, YouTube, everything. Yeah.
Right. So if you want to keep your Google account and delete all your photos, you need to select all the photos and videos. This is done in chunk, and send them to the trash, and then empty the trash. That's and I have a video started on that, but it's not done yet. Right. If you're looking for alternatives, there is no free alternative to Google Photos, but the pay-for ones that do similar jobs are Flickr, Amazon Prime Photos, and Microsoft OneDrive.
Okay, I want to get into some questions from the audience. Is that okay?
We got a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, right, that was it. I just wanted to go through the article.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is on a non-pixel Android phones. How do we find their HD quality? That is a great question.
I'm not sure I understand. How do we find their HD?
On a non-pixel phone.
It's through the Photos app.
Quality?
Oh, okay. You want to make sure that they're on high quality. Okay. Let me see if I can do this. So let me share again, but share a different screen. And
We'll go to this while you're doing that. Linda says they've sent me notification when it's getting close, and if you go over, then you can't access your Gmail. And I think I experienced that too, which is why I pay $1.99 a month.
Yeah. Okay. So are you seeing my?
Give us 1 second.
Are you seeing
now? Yep.
There. Okay. Good. Okay. So this is an Android phone, a Samsung, and if I go to my Google Photos. And onto the account button up here. Let me zoom in.
Which is basically your face, right? I mean, it's just a circle.
If you have put your face on if you haven't put your face in your account, then it's just the first letter of your name. So that is the account button. And then you go into settings and backup and sync. And here is where you will see the upload size. So that says high quality. But that doesn't necessarily mean that everything in your account that's already been uploaded is in high quality. So for that, you need to go, and there's a link in my article to check your current storage usage, your Google Photos, and your 15 gigabytes of free storage from Google is shared by Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Photos. So if Google Photos shows any usage at all, that means that you have some photos that are in original quality, and you can go in and change those all to high quality. And there's a video on that.
All right. Teresa says, I have a question about how this new policy will affect the photos I upload to my blog. How are the two apps linked?
Yeah, good question. The ones to your blog do not count. The ones, if you uploaded, this is with Blogger, I use my Google Photos. When I go to insert a photo into a blog post, I get it from my Google Photos. So whatever it's using in Google Photos is what is. If what you're talking about is you upload it from your computer to your blog, then that's a little bit of a different bucket. And my understanding is that does not count towards any storage, and that doesn't change come June 1.
I had one person that I helped with the other day. I know they said, I've only ever selected high quality. All I have is high quality. I don't have any at original quality. Why is it still showing me stuff on Google Photos? And I said to them, it's probably because of video, because video doesn't count with that. So is there video storage as well in Google Photos that, I mean, they probably took video in higher quality than high quality. Or original quality or whatever. Or something like
if
that.
you have that high quality setting turned on, then it compresses video as well as photos, and neither the photos nor the videos count.
Okay.
Yeah, I've experienced that same thing. I swear that I always choose high quality, and yet I have some usage against my Google Photos. So just somewhere along the line, without understanding where it was, I did upload some in original quality. But there is a tool called Recover Storage that will fix that. It'll go back through all of your library, and anything that it finds that it is in original, it retroactively compresses it to high quality.
That's great. That's good to know.
Yeah, all right, this one from Hugh said, you said if you just stop your photos will stay. But what if you have 500 gigabytes of storage and you want to continue? Will your original storage count in the new storage?
You're
I'll put it back up there.
yeah, please. You have 500 gigabytes of storage. Okay. If you just stop, your photos will stay. But what if you have 500 gigabytes of storage and want to continue? Are your current photos in high quality? If so, then they're not counting as 500 gigabytes, and those will stay beyond June 2021. Will your original storage count in the new storage? If you have 500 gigabytes in your Google account right now under original quality, then yeah, those will still count. I mean, those count now, and they will continue to count after June 1. If I understood your question right.
Yeah,
right.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Andrew mentioned this. Let's face it, a photo album costs a lot more than $2. So.
I want to find out to help that guy, though. I mean, I need to get with you on that, on how to do that. What did you say? Restore? Is that what you said?
Recover storage.
Recover storage.
I can share screen and show.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Then that way I'll have it on video.
And then I'll get this from Hugh while you say, put them in Amazon or OneDrive or both.
I actually have them in both, but
I have all three actually with Google Photos, Amazon Photos, and OneDrive. Now, I've liked the Google Photos because it's the one that does videos.
Yep.
And the others don't.
Yeah, here's a question. I know you're going to show us how to do this, but I'm just going to put this up here while we do that. When I've uploaded the Google Photos to my desktop, I've lost tags, locations, and some of the other info. Is there a solution for that? And I have a feeling that's probably something you're going to cover with your Geeks on Tour show that you guys do probably in the future, I would guess, right?
Yeah, well, but
Yeah.
that is bad news and worse news,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Then that is my one thing. I personally don't feel affected by them starting to charge for the high quality. But what, and I mean, I do not fault Google for doing that. I do fault Google for not giving us a way to have our metadata. So what she's talking about is I have, way down here. You seeing my screen now, my Google Photos?
We do,
Yeah,
yes.
way down at the bottom, I have, come on. Yeah, whenever I'm on a video call, it gets slow. All right. So
Okay, we have patience.
here is a picture of my great-great-grandfather. And obviously, I didn't take that picture of him. I took it of a photo in an old family album.
That was a pixel -5.
But notice that the date says January 1, 1890. That's because I used Google Photos tool right here to make it whatever date I want. But if I should choose to download this to my computer, the downloaded file will forget all about this 1890 and it will have the date of the original snapping of the picture from the album. And that the only thing that gets that data is the Takeout tool. But it doesn't get it in a nice way. It gets it in a separate file, and you have to programmatically somehow get the dates back with the pictures. Wow. And that is something that they have to fix, in my opinion. They have to fix that. So hopefully they will, now that it's a sustainable product that they are monetizing. Okay, but we're back to that recover thing.
Recover, yes.
So let me see. If you go, I'm on my computer. You have to do it on the computer.
Okay, so you can't do it on the phone.
You can't. This is something you can't do on the phone. Well, you have to do it on the web version. So you can open up the web version on a phone, but usually we do it in a computer.
Right, gotcha.
And now here somehow, and I don't know, maybe I do remember doing this because I did want some photos uploaded at original. So I went in here and I did choose original, and then I forgot to change it back, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I now do have lots of photos stored and original that I don't want to be. Most of you, if you go look here, this button right here will say recover storage.
Yeah.
Mine does not, because I'm already paying for storage. I am a Google One subscriber, and this gets to manage subscription. But here's the trick. If I now switch to high quality, watch what happens. It says switch to high quality and compress the 8.2 gigabytes that are currently using original quality. If I click confirm, everything in my account will now be at high quality.
That's
so
awesome.
that is the retroactive. You can say, hey, since you're going to charge me for original and high quality going forward, I want to make it all high quality now.
That's
so
great.
That I'm not using.
Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing that. All right.
Just
what else we got?
That's right. You got it. My question. Good job, Chris.
All okay.
And then I did want to bring this up here. I know that Jim's in here with us, but he also said out there, all photos taken with my Pixel phone goes to Google Photos, Microsoft OneDrive, and Amazon Photos because
that's what we are. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yes. And I like this. Russ added.
Belt and suspenders. It's very important.
That's right. All right. So lots of folks joining us. Hello, and thank you for letting us know where you're from. We got a couple of you popping in here. Thank you so much. So glad you're here.
Love it.
We also have this one here. Missing Link Puzzle Patterns by Tom says, I received a notice that my Google Photos storage was full and I needed to purchase Microsoft One for $69 plus tax, which I did, trying to find my way around it. That doesn't sound right, guys, does it?
Yeah, you're mixing apples and oranges there, Tom. or you're mixing Google and Microsoft. So
I know I was going to ask you which one was the apple and which one was the orange, but never mind. We won't complicate.
unless maybe you just misunderstood and it was Google One. See, now isn't that a problem?
Yeah.
Google One
that's a good point.
is what they call their paid service. If you realize that you're going to use a lot more storage and you pay for storage with Google Photos, you are now a Google One member,
Yeah.
which is not Microsoft OneDrive,
Right.
and it is not Apple One.
Exactly.
Right.
Do they do this on purpose? Do they try to
so.
confuse
it seems
us?
like they do. I think so.
Yeah.
All right, I
So
used the Google Photos software. Okay, and then this is what happened to her. She unzipped the files and found them to be random dates. Do you have a simpler way of doing that?
yeah, Google Takeout, I'm sure, is what she's talking about. The Google Photos software to put them into an archive sent to my email. That is the Google Takeout that does that. And if you just accept the defaults, yeah, it is a total mess. It is. There's just no getting around that. Now, I did a video on that just today. It's like 3.5 minutes. Is that worthwhile? It's about Google
Probably.
Takeout.
Yes. So is that over on your guys' website there or on your YouTube
Yeah, we
channel?
won't play it here. I'll let you get the credit for that in yours. I don't want to take all that time because we don't want to run over here because I want to give some time for the community in here too and all that kind of stuff. But definitely put the link or Jim, you can if you want put the link out there for that video. Put it in the.
It's not even on the web yet. It's only I just did it this afternoon.
Oh, I got you. All right. Well, be on the lookout for that.
She usually does to me. She usually just says, "Okay, it's there. Hold on."
Definitely. Where can they find that? Give them the channel.
Where can we find it?
We will have it on our website, and it'll be on YouTube, and we'll share it. But right now, it's not there.
geeksontour.com. You have a public website, geeksontour.com, but you also have a section for private community too. Tell everybody a little bit about that if you want. Touch on that.
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, well, we have a membership community. It's very much like Michael and Heather's here, and at geeksontour.com. You can join for $60 a year. You can get access to all of our benefits, like our show notes, all of our weekly, well, we call them weekly shows, or we used to do them weekly, but we've done 200 and how many? 3, 4?
It's quite
these shows, and Chris writes up show notes for all of these, and there's great resources in there because there's a lot of learning involved. We have learning libraries in there, access to her Learn Google Photos book is available to all of our members. We have a backstage pass, very modeled after Michael and Heather's backstage pass. So we have a place where people can get together, and we do that on a Sunday after our show, or if we don't do a show, we might still get together on a Sunday afternoon with our members, our premium paid members. It's a great deal. There's a lot of good information there, and some people just join just to support us, and like a Patreon type thing, and it's really cool.
It's awesome.
We've been doing it a long time, so it's
cool.
very natural.
Everything we've talked about here today.
You're muted.
Can't hear you. We can hear you in the background, but maybe your headset turned off, maybe, or something.
It might have turned off on you.
Automatically, or.
Yeah, we could hear you from Jim.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear me now?
Still,
oh, that's funny.
No.
How about now?
No.
No?
All right, so Linda says, does the Google One membership apply only to photos, or is it also storing the Google Drive and email aspects as well? And I'll answer this one.
It does everything.
Everything. Yep, that's right.
It's everything, yeah. And it's a great deal, too. I mean, it's...
Here's a question for you. Will your book be updated soon, the print version? You're going to come over to our
Actually,
house?
the cool thing, the print version, actually, we're planning on doing another one come January. So it'll be the 2021 version. But the book now has a link to a website where Chris keeps all of the chapters up to date.
So cool.
In the book, there's a link to have everything updated and the PDF that the premium members have access to is always the latest PDF with all of the newest chapters and all the newest information. So come January, when we start another one for 2021, print version, well, yeah, we'll have it all ready because she's already put it
that
together.
Makes me sad. I thought that meant you guys were going to come over to my house and mark out the parts that didn't belong and rewrite the parts that do. And I could make you some food. We could have some fun.
Well, with COVID, you'd have to wear masks.
Yeah, I figured it would be after 2021 anyway. Oh, that's too funny. All right, let's see here.
Did that answer your question?
Yes, I think it did. Yes.
And then some.
Okay, let's see. Wait, just checking here. Let's see. I did
a
a
little
test
bit more
on
time.
Takeout.
Yeah, go ahead.
I did a test on Takeout, and all of the normal photo EXIF data is included, location, camera, dates, etc. That doesn't mean data you've added outside the EXIF data will be included.
Yeah. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It does not strip any of the original EXIF, the metadata. It's just if you added things while they're in Google Photos. For example, I love adding a description.
Yes.
Every photo, I try every photo that's important to me to add a description. Anything you add in there is searchable. It's wonderful. But if you download it, you lose that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as I say, if you use Takeout, you do actually get it, but it's in a separate text file, a JSON file. And it takes a programmer much smarter than me to figure out how to get that data back into the photo itself. But if somebody can do it, then Google should be able to do it. And that's a tool that we need. And Michael, you'd be proud of me. I've been sending feedback. I've been sending lots and lots of feedback for the tools that we need going forward with this new plan.
Very proud. Very proud. That is one thing that I always say, folks. And Google listens to feedback. People don't realize this, but Google truly does listen to feedback. So it may take a year,
but they listen. They read it.
They do read it, but yeah, no, you're right. No, and the more people that's one thing. It's a great point, though, and I'm glad you brought it up. The more people that do it, though, if they have 1 million people that are giving this same feedback about one thing, they'll probably react to it quicker than they do for the 15 people that, like me, that just send something about everything. But no, I'm just kidding. We need to start wrapping up here a little bit because we want to save a little bit of time for the backstage pass. So let's. Any final things or anything like that, or if there's any comments or anything, because we want to go ahead, Chris.
I think it was when you couldn't hear me that I was saying that any of the videos that I'm talking about and the things I'm making, I will have links to them in that Google Photos, that learngoogle.photos.com article about this. So that's the best place to go to find all the information that I have about this new policy.
Right there. Right there it is on screen, learngoogle.photos.com. Awesome. That's fantastic. Yes, good stuff. Excellent. Man, I really do appreciate you guys coming on, especially with Thanksgiving coming up and everything. I know a lot of people are busy and doing things. Some people aren't. Some people are just isolated and stuff like that. But I knew it was important, and I knew it'd be a good time to do that and come up with some stuff. And I appreciate your candor, too, because you're being a Google product photos expert. You also just like, okay, I don't like this. I mean, you say it the way it is because you'd love to have that stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? And you do preach it.
Yeah. Could we go back to the Tom Parks question though? Now that I'm pretty sure that he did not mean Microsoft one, he meant Google one. Then I can answer that question.
Nope, that's
no.
not it. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
He said that
There it
Google
is.
told him that his storage was full and he needed to purchase, if we change that to Google One. But no, Google One isn't $69.
Not
It's $20 a year.
Maybe it was a
Well,
maybe it
but
was
they,
a
but it would be if it
spam.
was.
Okay.
Now-
Anyway,
Yeah.
if your Google Photos storage is full, the best thing to do right now is to do that recover storage. Just go to
Yeah.
photos.google.com, click on settings, and you should see recover storage right there.
Microsoft OneDrive does have a $69 option,
Right. I
personal
know.
option. So that
know.
number
So-
does ring a bell.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it does.
So maybe they're taking advantage of this Google thing and trying to push people and somehow get in there and say, hey,
Well,
how
it's
about this?
confusing. It really is
Yeah, I know.
confusing. So you
Yeah.
have to really read what you're, and yeah.
Very,
Google
very
always
true.
tells you that you have so much. Would you like to buy more? It doesn't mean that
Yeah,
you need more, but they want to give you that option.
that's right. That's right. Obviously, because they're selling, they're trying to get some money now for all that time that they gave it to you for free. Hey, awesome job. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm sure I'll have you on again. I always love it whenever you come on. There's Honey.
Love it.
I've had Google One for many years. Love it. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody too. Those in
Yes.
America, those that are not in America, you can still have a happy Thanksgiving. Something to be thankful for anyway, but you don't have to celebrate the day like we do. It is great info. They're great people. Awesome job. Awesome job, you guys. Remember, it's geeksontour.com. Go check them out. And for us, for our show, tinkeringwithtech.net, go over there. That's free to go there. That's the public website. You can go learn about what we do. Glad to, if you want to become a member, just check it out for a month, $10. Check it out. If you like it, great. Stick around. There you go. Dana says tinkering. That's right. We're tinkering. All right. We appreciate you guys. And thank you so much, everybody that showed up. I know a lot of people, I noticed some new names and stuff. Probably much of your guys came over, and we appreciate that too. But thank you so much.
Come on into the after the backstage pass, and we'll talk about the difference between the two Amazon books. Okay.
100%.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
on.
Thank
Yep,
you
you bet.
for giving us the platform today.
Absolutely.
Because we're not doing a show this week. We're taking the rest of the year off.
Yeah, that's right. You have to be on my show every week now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We'll see you guys. Thank you very much. Thanks, folks. Thank you, Heather, as always. Bye, all.
Thanks, Heather.